Sentimental FX update for the 4th of February. We'll start with S&P on the H4, as always. We got a breaking of the trend line from the auto trend line indicator from FX SSI. Keep an eye on your all-time high, and I think potentially we could go up here to MR2, which is 3954, because we're above MR1. We have come very far in such a very short space of time, so it's a little bit worrying, but they are crushing the VIX down, and the retail guys are going long indices on average, so that would be an incentive for price to rise to take the stops. And you could probably argue with the vaccine rollout in the States, and things are looking less gloomy, so fundamentally we could probably rally a little bit. We are above monthly pivot, and also the signal is to buy on the H4 time frame. So yes, I think we probably should rally up to MR2, and it will have to punish those guys who are short. Look at gold. I was saying yesterday how we shouldn't have the retail guys getting paid because they had a very good December and January, and it's about time they started paying back. And this is a great example of them getting slaughtered. For example, they're very long, and it would be very unusual for price to go up and then those guys would get paid. Only to a limit. It shouldn't carry on. That's the thing. The majority of retail traders should be losing money on average, and this tells us that it should be falling, and it did. So that was a good example of the sentiment. And with any luck, it continues, and then these guys get slaughtered again, because December and January quite tough for us, because the retail were, they were earning lots of chips at the casino, and so it looks like it could be payback time for those guys. Instead of being payday, it's payback. So they start putting their money back into the casino, and then they don't get their rewards. So yeah, the dynamic shifting was indicating sell, and it was also a technical sell as well, because we were bearish in all time frames, and so we came down. AJ 80, 81, 80, 19. It's very close, that stop loss cluster. It's quite strange. Sideways, signals to buy, well, fluctuating. AU 76, 70, 75, 49. We are a buy, but that's a slightly bearish indication. So if they continue, we'll come down and grab that stop loss cluster. I think we'll see quite a lot of SLCs being probed tomorrow for NFP, either up to the run up or afterwards. EA 15777 and 15699. Sell on the trend. Signal is sent away. Sentimentally, we're a sell. EU, I don't know if you saw my video yesterday, but I was saying where the guys got their stops. It was at 1.2, and that got raided. Obviously, there was the stop from yesterday, 1.2, and today's is 119.50. So they're working in clear blocks, in really round numbers. So I wouldn't be surprised if the one below is at 1900 because of that logic. 119, yeah, 00, potentially. I mean, they are crazy, these retail guys, the way that they do that on the round number like that. 12051, we're a sell, and there's them guys going long, so that agrees with this. GU, 137 on the dot. 13639, we're above monthly pivot, and don't forget your SLC is quite close to the monthly pivot, so it's like a double confluence. Interestingly enough, there's a trend line here that also points to the SLC as well, so I'm not saying it's going to come down because we are a buy, but there's like 3 levels of confluence there, and the NVP line, that's the moving average, that's also pointing there too. But we are a buy on the dynamic. They sold it quite heavily during and after the BOE. Yeah, that's a big move. So yeah, a bit tricky. Be careful if you are short this, because it could rally up. We could go up to up here, which is MR1, and it's quite possible. I mean, S&P is already above MR1. We're only the 4th day in February. NU 72.50, 71.29. Some guys going long, so that would be a bearish case, and it doesn't agree with the high level. So if they continue, we'll tip over the 50%, and then the two would agree. So we need this to continue if we want this to fall. I think this is such a large SLC. I think this is going to be in play for NFP. I think 126.50. We're not that far away. We're only 30 pips away. It's very large. It's the largest stop loss cluster that we look at. We are below monthly pivot, so I think we'll come up to grab that. We might test MP, and then we could fall. It depends on obviously the risk sentiment tomorrow. We could have like a taper tantrum after a good NFP number. There could be rumour about the Fed, maybe talking about tapering. You don't know. So the best thing is just to be careful of very good risk management and don't move your stops, which is what the retail guys do, as you can see on the Euro USD. And they're going to do that all the way down. Where are we? Dollar yen. I can't remember where we were. Oh, yeah, we did Euro yen, didn't we? Pound yen, 144.44, 143.83. Dollar yen is MR1, 105.57. So that could come into play as a resistance. SLC is 105.75. And the one below is quite far away at 103.49. Dollar CAD, 128.80. 127.95. Looks like we're breaking this trend line. It's used it from that point to that point. We're right on it now. So it's quite a good software, the auto trend line. Definitely worth a look at. We are still at the high level as well, so maybe down to the SLC. Got a strong oil as well. Dollar Swiss, 90.50. And 90.28. We could have let this run actually because of we had the buy signal, but I'm happy with the pips that we made this week. 130 pips is a good profit for a week. Just aware of the risk reversal. It's what we've been seeing a lot, and the signals, they did a U-turn, so I was quite keen to just take profit when we could, and we came close to the 150 pip profit target, and that would be next week's target. And assuming we have a good week next week, then we'll increase the target up to 200 pips a week. That's what we were getting easily in 2020. And so I'm going to be back tomorrow for the COT data. It's just a case of when it gets released at 8:30 UK time, I'll download a file. Then I need to insert that file into LibreOffice, and then I need to copy a row of data into a tab, which I think is called the summary tab, and then I need to copy and paste that summary data into the analysis part, and then we can get like those COT reports. So I'll have them all in the private channel, probably about 20 to 9. I guess it's going to take about 10 minutes to do, but I'll try and do it as soon as I can. And if you wanted me to send it to you on an email, that's not a problem either. I'm happy to do that. So I'm not trading tomorrow at all. So I'll be back for the COT data tomorrow evening. So I hope you have a good day tomorrow and a good night tonight, wherever you get up to. And I'll speak to you later.